right, the American Cornhole Organization Pro Invitational live from the Destination Outlets Mall in Jeffersonville, Ohio continues. Fitting the loudmouth for the ACO side by side with my partner, the Mississippi Ninja, the Waffle House, and Mr. Shush.
Throw that up again.
Get an opinion and stick to it.
I'm sticking to it.
I'm just kidding. Anybody that thinks Philip Barnett doesn't stick to his opinions does not know
That's right.
Philip Barnett. And if you think he's wrong, prove
him. Prove me wrong. I've been proved wrong a bunch in the last few weeks.
Well, just today, it looks like we both have maybe learned a lesson or two with the competition that we've already seen. Earlier today, we saw the number 1 seed Caleb Hurt take down our reigning King of Cornhole, Gary Ferguson, in 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3. That's how it works. Single elimination. Caleb moves on. He will face the winner in match number 4 of DJ Long and Matt Gammon. That will be following this match with Jack Harcrow and Bracey Blanton. What do you think is going to happen here on center court?
I'll tell you one thing. I'm watching Bracey pitch the bags, and it looks like the wind is affecting him in the same direction that it was affecting Gary Bearpaw. Jack looks like he's pretty dialed in. He's got the beautiful socks on. That's his lucky green Irish socks. Is that what that says?
There you go.
You know, the man of many socks, Jack Harcrow. So in the game changers, as Bracey is throwing the lucky showtimes in this match.
Well, there you go. And the game changer in the matches we've seen up to this point has been the wind.
Absolutely.
Not just the bags.
That's exactly right. You can call it that, too. And you tell you what, Jack Harcrow is a very slow-working, methodical guy, just like we see Gary Bearpaw. And just like the last match, looks like we're going to start with a bunch of bags in the hole.
And I saw Bracey doing a lot of warming up.
Yeah.
He's been warming up since about 8:30 this morning, and this is his first chance to really get into some competition. And Jack drops his head, stares at his Crocs and his shoes, which I'm surprised doesn't make him dizzy. That's a nice collection right there to clean it all up.
And Bracey coming in here is the youngest here. Let's see if the nerves gets to him more than it would, say, a Warwick. That was a great bag right there, and he picks up 5 in the first round.
How many times have we talked about the fact that these younger players, and I would say junior, but I think he's 18 now, so he's
just
bounced
out of the juniors.
Out of the juniors, but these young guns, I'll say, come in here with ice water in their veins. He doesn't play with earbuds. He seems to be able to handle the environment very well, and just a good, solid player.
He's definitely proving me wrong here to start. He is showing no signs of nerves and no sign that the wind is bothering him.
Right out of the chute, 5-0. He opens up. So earlier, as we mentioned, Caleb takes down Gary Ferguson. Gary Bearpaw falls to Craig Irvin. They will advance, and again, $3,000 to the winner today and a $7,500 guaranteed purse. Bracey out front and a 5-0 lead
that's
over.
Very nice. Nothing Jack's going to be able to do with that one. Ooh.
He's able to keep that one from falling, though. That looked like it was going to absolutely leak in there, but he pinched it, I think, just enough.
Yeah.
Kept it where it needed to be for him.
But Bracey jumps out to a 7-0 lead, the lower seed once again.
Mm-hmm.
And he plays a lot in the area with Craig Irvin. The Tyler Amos that Craig
he referenced earlier, yeah.
I think he teamed up last weekend with Kyle Anderson in a big tournament ran by Brian Jones, one of our fearless tournament runners.
Yeah, one of these certified officials extraordinaire.
Oh, and Jack makes another mistake.
And not going to be made to pay for it too badly right there. Nothing to.
1 point for Bracey, but once again, a point.
Yep, nothing that couldn't be overcome. So that's going to add to that tally there. So as Jack, our number 3 seed in the blue jersey in the blue lane, throwing out of the blue lane, looks to put up a crooked number, 8-0. It's the snowman on the egg. We've seen that score a couple of times here as we've worked our way through the afternoon. Again, here from the Jeffersonville, Ohio Destination Outlets Mall, a great exhibition and a great opportunity for somebody to walk away with some big money. Unfortunately, right there, that played a lot more slick and a lot.
Oh wow, this could be a big round.
Yeah, that's going to take care of that.
Oh
right
yes,
there.
sir. And Jack really needs to finish this strong because this could be 6 for Bracey. Yes, sir. At least
gotten at least 6. Yep, and that's
6.
what it's going to be. So
14-0.
Yeah. 8 turns into 14, and around these parts, that's a big red Pete Rose right there.
Absolutely.
All right, so
Please
again,
put Pete in the Hall of Fame. Do you mind?
they're going to wait till he's gone.
I guarantee
exactly
you, I hate it,
man.
man. One of the greatest hitters of all time.
That's what they're waiting on. Hell, they called him Charlie Hustle. They should have known. You know what?
Yeah.
They should have known.
Never looked at it like that, man. That's pretty good. And Bracey is down the center with every bag, and there's another one off from Jack.
Oh, and he's got some oomph. And I mean, both of these guys are throwing bags that are just so, I know it's not a technical term, but smushy.
And this could take Bracey to 18.
That could right there.
That was going to drip in there.
I saw them go out there and they wiped the boards down between matches because we had just a little bit of rain here. But that's gonna cost him another couple right there. So 16-0. Jack Harcrow, the number 3 seed, has dropped to the number 6 seed here. And this could be very quick working.
Dude, what if Bracey had any nerves? They're gone already.
Yeah.
Because he is in command of this match so far.
We saw him last night when he got into town, and he was out playing. We were out playing in the parking lot. And I asked him, I said, does the outdoor bother you at all? He goes, not in the least.
No.
Not in the least. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Playing against Jack Harcrow or whoever he may have to face later if he takes this match, not going to bother him either.
No, and Jack told me he's not a good outdoor player. He did tell me that at breakfast this morning. I saw him at the hotel.
Well, when we were making our picks on the taco this past week, I think it was Frank took Bracey in this match, and Jack chimed in the comments and said, I would take him too.
Yeah, and he will. He'll tell you. He doesn't play good outside. And I'll tell you that for me, myself. I hate playing outside. You know, you get spoiled. Like we talked about with Rich earlier, you get spoiled playing inside. Then you have to come out here and fight the humidity, the sticky boards, and the wind, the rain.
Something we haven't really talked about today. I mean, it is cool today, a nice breeze. I mean, if you're spectating, not so much if you're playing, but think about the heat and humidity we've had here. Well, you don't know because you're not from these parts, but the heat and humidity we've had, these boards would be playing 100% differently.
Oh, yeah.
If
absolutely.
we were having our normal weather. This has been a bit of a blessing.
That's the game.
That's going to do it right there.
How about that? That's the first game.
And that's our first.
21-0.
That's our first skunk that we've seen. So Jack Harcrow's got a little work to do as the number 3 seed out of the blue lane, and 21-0. And that looks like that's going to wrap it up, and they're going to reset and head to the second game. And Bracey's going to take that first bag. Now, earlier, Caleb Hurt took down Gary Ferguson in the first match, so it's a win and you're in, lose and you're done, one and done. That's it. Single elimination, best 2 of 3 in each of these matches. In the second game, Gary Bearpaw, the number 2 seed, taken down by the number 7 seed, Craig Irvin. We're going to have ourselves quite a big finish here at the Destination Outlet Mall in Jeffersonville, Ohio. I am Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. I invite you to join us on Tuesday nights. Matt Gammon has not played, for those who are asking. He has not played yet. Jack finally cracks the crooked number there first, throws his hands up in celebration. So for those asking, Matt Gammon has not played yet. He showed up today with a little bit of some sort of allergic reaction on his forearms. So he's trying to figure out what that was all about, but he is ready to go here in just a little while.
Plays the next match against DJ Long.
DJ Long, Kentucky versus Tennessee. It'll be a little civil war, if you will.
Hatfield and the McCoys.
There you go, possibly, yeah.
This Bracey missing one off. 21-0, man. We never ever thought I would see that.
No, that's not something we see ever. Honestly.
Especially at the caliber of these players. But it looks like Jack may be settling in a little bit now. I know the whole state and there's 2 more. The whole state of Alabama will be watching Jack Harcrow.
Yep, no question.
They have a great following down there, great players. Johnny Thomas, my man.
All right, so 4-0 is Jack's early lead here in game number 2 after being taken down 21-0 in game 1 of a best of 3. All of these single elimination matches are best of 3. So Jack now up 6-0 as those 2 that he just took posted, and Bracey's just got to find his rhythm again here.
And Bracey's been off this game.
He has just been a little bit as confident as he was throwing in the first game.
You think, Finn, we could see a 21-0 the opposite way?
Reversal of fortune, if you will.
That would be that unicorn that we don't see either.
We've never, ever seen that.
No.
Never. And I know it's happened, but we have not seen it on center court, I'll tell you that much.
And we don't see many 2 out of 3 matches, though. But and tell you what, Jack come back and said, I'm not going down just like that.
No, sir. No, sir. And now we see the reverse snowman on the egg. So 8-0, Jack Harcrow on top of Bracey Blanton, the 3 over the 6 right now. That blue lane is your 3 spot, the higher seed. If you're watching along on Facebook right now on the stream, you can watch the recorded version of all of these matches, which we are recording right now live to tape, for lack of a better term, and each of them will be presented separately and have been presented separately for you on the ACO Digital Network.
Yes,
so you
sir.
can go back and watch individual matches if you'd like and see some of what it is we've been talking about.
Yeah, DJ looks like he's getting ready for his next match. Got him a big hot dog, a couple of drinks.
Got to carb up, baby.
Yeah, getting ready, man.
All right, so there's a nice bags right there, and Bracey's going to be able to crack that scoreboard himself now.
And all the pressure here is on Jack Harcrow after losing the first match 21-0.
So the Facebook updates, we will make sure that we are updating the bracket for you and at least the who's advancing, and you'll be able to check out all the action through all of these individually curated matches. And thrilled to have those of you who are watching right along now on the stream. I think Tracy Pyle is
doing a good job over there streaming for us.
Yeah, covering the stream right now, and then we're shooting multi-camera here for the recording of the matches here as well. So everybody seems to be having a good time. There's a food truck. You got some beer trucks out here. It looks like some slushies and adult slushies possibly, a little music, everything you need to have a great weekend.
Got some people coming over from the mall over there, pitching some bags over there. So we got some boards set up. Just a nice area, nice little atmosphere. It's perfect out here.
Yep, couldn't ask
Weather's perfect to me.
Yep, couldn't ask for a nicer day to be announcing cornhole.
No, heck no, absolutely. And most time we're in a controlled environment too. Today we're out in the elements, but enjoying the heck out of it. I am.
I'll tell you what, fellows of our certain, let's just say, bone structure, enjoy a nice breeze.
Absolutely, absolutely. The big bone boys. Oh, and Bracey leaves one short right there. Maybe that's our new nickname, Finn, the Big Bone Boys.
You can have that nickname. I'm going to go ahead and steer clear of that one.
There you go.
So I've seen way too many movies I shouldn't have watched to not take the Big Bone Boys.
No.
There's a nice bag right there. Boy, I thought that was going to come in hot left to right, and he missed it to the right.
Jack goes up now. This is his first opportunity to make a big round out of this with an airmail.
Up and over it, he's going to take it.
He
gets
in.
one, but he doesn't get the second one, and I cannot see the angle on that one, but that looked like it was poised to go. I don't know what hung it up. Bracey leaves that one short, so he's picking up that dirty bag. He's going to collect jacks for him, and that's a nice 12-on-4.
Now, we might see our first go to the third game match here,
we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
These are all best 2 of 3, and they were dispatched first 2 of 3 in the first 2 matches. Again, Caleb Hurt takes down Gary Ferguson in game 1 and 2 out of 3, and the first 2 of the 3, and then Gary Bearpaw falls in the first 2 games to Craig Irvin.
Well, a huge upset to us.
That was a big upset, but not I don't think of any shock or surprise to anybody that's watched Craig play. But you did seem to indicate that, since Branson back on Memorial Day weekend, Gary seemed to have Craig's number, and Craig was tired. He talked about that.
Oh yeah.
He was whipped because he had to saw through a lot of lumber to get there.
Definitely did. It was a long day. It was late at night.
All right, 12-on-6 is what we're looking at now. Jack Harcrow has jumped out and increased his lead over Bracey Blanton, the number 3 on the number 6.
As Bracey throws another dirty bag out in front of the board.
Yeah, that's crazy with the wind, too. That's twice now with the wind.
I think he's trying to ease up on it. Where in the first game, he was throwing really aggressive, everything low and hard.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that bag right there. Yeah. That was perfect.
There's a little extra something there. You felt that breeze gust just a little bit. And you can't see it on the camera angles that we've got here, but there are 4 giant American flags right over my left shoulder, and every one of them is standing at attention.
Absolutely.
Right now, and Jack leaves that one.
Yeah, that's 3 for Bracey.
Even
Bracey get back in this game.
With a dirty bag, he's going to pick up
3.
1, 2, 3. That thumb work score, Holio.
12-9.
He's going to double check.
12-9.
And that is what we are looking at. So
Yeah.
we will continue on, and match number 4 of round number 1 is going to feature the lower seed number 5, Matt Gammon, against the higher seed number 4, DJ Long. So the two of them still yet to play here in round number 1. Caleb Hurd advances, Craig Irvin advances. We'll find out here in just a few moments.
And Bracey's fixing to have a chance to score a couple more
Possibly.
to shorten this lead.
Mm-hmm.
I think that bag will probably come back.
He pinched it up there. Oh, he did,
Yeah.
and Jack jarred it loose just a little bit for him. Bracey's going to go in and try to grab them both,
there it
and he
is.
does.
See if Jack can finish off here. Only give up 2. Yep.
Yes, he does.
What is it? 12-11, and Bracey has fought his way back in here.
Boy, and what does that? I mean, I've been beaten 21 to nothing almost every time I play. But when you get beaten 21 to nothing, what does that do to you psychologically as a player?
Well, I'll tell you what, it really takes the wind out of your sails. I'm kind of impressed that Jack has got his sails back up just a little bit, because when you come out and you throwing against a machine that's not missing, and you get beat 21 to nothing, and you throw pretty decent, that's not bad. But Jack didn't have his best game that first round. And it could have been nerves. It could be just the elements are messing with him more than Bracey.
Well, you mentioned he didn't like playing outside. So.
And he opened the door for Bracey again right here. And Bracey's going to pick up 2 at least.
Going to get at least the 2. Yep, he does.
13-12, and Bracey has taken the lead.
And he's taking that first bag back, too. It'll be interesting to see what he does with it. I don't see him playing defense.
No. He's not going to play defense. These guys are both, and that's what Jack told me. I saw him at breakfast this morning. I'm just going to try to throw him in the hole. Mm-hmm. And that's got to be everybody's thinking here today with the wind blowing. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of blocking rolls and not
there's no strategy. It's just
who can throw the most in the hole.
Craig Irvin mentioned it in our post-game interview after taking down Gary Bearpaw. He said, nothing beats a 12.
No, absolutely. 10s don't win.
10s don't win.
I've mentioned that a million times on our broadcast.
All right, so Bracey's left. Now 2 up off to the top left.
Big
so that's
bag
not
for Jack
that's
right
not
there.
Good. So Jack's going to return to the first pitch, and he's going to post a nice 4 spot there. So up 16-13. The number 3 seed, he's fighting for that rubber match 3rd game after having been beaten 21-0 in game 1 by Bracey Blanton.
To me, that was the biggest bag of the match for Jack Harcrow. He got 4, took the lead back. Now he needs to come back with a big bag right down the center here, and guess where he leaves it?
Mm-hmm.
And
the center of the carpet.
He does, and that's not good.
No. Absolutely the last thing he wanted to do with that first bag coming out.
Like I said, the whole state of Alabama, Scott Burridge and Randall Garrison and the Fretwells are probably all pulling for Jack Harcrow right now. Nice finish, though, by Jack. Maybe only give up the 1, and that's all he gets. All Bracey could get out of that.
Boy, and they both got lucky there.
Absolutely.
They both got lucky on that frame, because that first bag down low got Bracey off the hook.
Yep.
And that last bag got Jack off the hook.
Oh, yeah. It's 16-15.
But it
I thought it put him to 15, but I guess it's 16-14. Nice. There's Jack Harcrow.
Opportunity to give that middle back to Jack, and he seems to actually be thriving against the wind.
Absolutely.
He's having a better go of it into the wind, which we have not seen yet today. 16-14, Jack Harcrow.
And it is 18-14 now.
It's 18-14, and this could be very close to leading us to that 3rd game.
Yeah.
Best of 3, all of these matches, but it is single elimination. So once you win, you continue to be in. When you are done, you are done.
Done, finished. Go sit down with the king.
We've seen the king have a seat. He is not going to be perched upon the highest throne of the day here at the Destination Outlets in Jeffersonville, Ohio. Gary Bearpaw, the number 2 seed, he has already taken a back seat now, thanks to Craig Irvin, as we mentioned earlier. He took him down in two games, but this first game, Bracey Blanton taking Jack Harcrow down 21-0, something we've not seen. And Jack, unfortunately, looks like for him, he is going to be letting Bracey off the hook a little bit, giving it up
Oh,
to
and this could be
way off the hook.
Man, this could be the game right here. If he can finish right here, and Jack would have to pull a bag. Bracey had the game sitting on his shoulders right there, Finn.
All he had to do was pet it on the head. Oh, boy, that's going to be a challenge. Bracey's going
to go take a look. And what a great move by the kid right here, Finn. Yep. He's going to see if he can shoot this bag for the game. If he can shoot the clean airmail, this game is over.
That's it.
7 points.
The match is over. The game is over. 18 on 14 right now, Jack Harcrow, but this is a very, very key. Now, he's seen it. Will he do it? I think he will. I think
you have to right here in this situation.
He's got to try to nail it shut. He's going up.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Just shy.
He's going to get 5. It's going to put him at 19 to 18.
19 on 18. All right. Well, after winning the first of these games 21 to nothing, Bracey Blanton has an opportunity to close it out with, what do we always say, the hardest point to get.
Absolutely.
Sometimes people think, for me, it's the first one is the hardest one, but that last one, or the last two, are the hardest to get right there. So, that one looked like it might rotate its way back in, but it did not.
And think about it, Jack has thrown really well going this way.
Oh,
look at there, it drifts back in. And he's throwing the slick side kind of like Craig did going that way.
Well, I was
and
you saw that when it left his hand. It had a flutter to it that wasn't going to go anywhere.
You kind of love Jack Harcrow, though. He's a great character, too. Kind of like Fergie. That's a good bag right there. And now Jack is going to have to figure something out to get – he's going to have to shoot an airmail in this round. It may not be right here, but he's going to have to shoot one because Bracey has it blocked up with a perfect block.
And one that he can easily push through if he needs to.
Absolutely. He's already one ahead in the hole. Jack goes up. Hey.
You know what?
And if Bracey goes in right here, there's not much Jack's going to be able to do, and Bracey's going to move on. There it is. And Jack gets in the taters. He knows he's going to try now.
He's going to go after it.
Absolutely. I've seen shots I didn't think could make Spencer Garner at the World Championship co-ed last year, the biggest drag of the year.
Blake Karnick has made a couple of shots not unlike this. Oh, he gets one and he doesn't get them both.
That was an excellent effort.
That's going to do it. So 21 on 18 looked a lot better than 21 on nothing. So we'll have Bracey come this way as he takes down Jack Harcrow, the number 3 seed. So it's not a great day to be a higher seed so far, unless your name is Caleb Hurt. And we will welcome Bracey over here to discuss a little bit about what was going on there and what it feels like to take down somebody 21 to nothing at this level. Brother, throw those headphones on and let's talk just for a minute here, because you did something we have not seen, Philip nor I have seen in any of the majors we've been at this season, and that was take somebody down 21 nothing. So once that happened, where was your head? Were you thinking to yourself, all right, the next one's going to be 21 nothing, or did you expect 21 on 18 there?
Well, it's a little hard to, stay in it, completely after that happens, because you think it's, it's kind of just given to you. But that second game, the board sped up a lot, and I don't know if you guys saw.
It seemed like it down here. It did, yeah.
Yeah, I was throwing slick side the whole time, and a few of the rounds I threw a couple off because I tried going to that stick, and I missed every time I threw stick. But at some point I just had to go and, figure it out, and that's why I gave up so many points the second game. This side down here, it sped up throughout the first and second game, and I had to switch to the stick side.
Well, and it's interesting. We were talking about this. It seemed like the board got faster, but the wind wasn't as heavy, wasn't as strong going this way. And a lot of people have struggled with that because they had to adjust back and forth and compensate for that. We've seen a lot of bags go off the back of this board because of the wind.
Yeah.
And it was interesting that you said it was the change in the board, not the change in the weather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the wind definitely settled down. Both those games, actually, the wind wasn't that much of a factor.
So you took a timeout and walked down here. You knew you had an opportunity to get that 7. You were sitting
kill
on
it on the airmail. Yeah.
Well, my bag that was sitting off to the right, I was thinking about just going to push and trying to take both of those into one in my hand. And then I was like, I might as well just shoot it. And I babied it. I came up 6 inches short. That wasn't a very good attempt right there.
But You
But it
knew
showed-
what you needed, though, right there.
Well, it showed a lot of maturity to take the time out and go down there.
Yes,
And
sir.
it was, ultimately it worked out in your behalf. But you had a. I think there was one where it looked like Jack really kind of had you right where he wanted you, and then he threw a dirty bag to start that frame. And I thought, boy, you ended up. I think it was a 1-point frame. And we kind of said both of you got lucky there. You got lucky. He threw that dirty bag, but he got lucky. He only took one out of it. So, well, all right. Well, you move on, and you'll play Craig Irvin.
Craig Irvin, what's your feeling on? You know, you played Craig.
We've played a ton. I don't think we ever played outside before, but he was on fire against Bear Paw.
Yeah, he was. He really was.
But even if he beats me, I'm still happy for him, and because he's from the same area as me.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Well, you gotta love it. Well, the chance to go up to Craig's house and knock on the door and say, "Hey, can Craig come outside to play?" That's what you guys are doing today, and we'll see you.
Good job,
in that
man.
next round.
Nice
Congratulations,
pitching, man. Nice pitching. Really.
All right,
Appreciate it.
Well done, man. So Bracey Blanton, he takes down the number 3 seed Jack Harcrow, and we will look forward to his match against Craig Irvin not long from now. But speaking of long, DJ Long, Matt Gammon, a couple of guys who certainly know each other's games, to be certain. But I'll tell you something, the opinions were very long and strong for DJ coming out of your camp.
Absolutely. I tell you, I really think DJ throws the bag to combat this weather.
Well, we will take a break here, and then we will get fired up here with the next match. Center Court, the Destination Outlets, Jeffersonville, Ohio, a $7,500 guaranteed purse. The American Cornhole Organization Pro Invitational continues here on the ACO Digital Network.
ACO.